States website.
Well, bro, MIT has all of their courses online for free.
Oh, really? I go on there to look at.
Throw that out there. MIT has all of their education content online for free.
Hey, so it's funny because I was talking to we was talking about something with my family, and I was just like talking about how substitute teachers is making so much, so much more money than what they were making before because the demand for substitute teachers. Yeah. And I kind of joked around like, shit, I'm about to go back and substitute teach, right? And I was like, I'm gonna go up in there and start recruiting everybody for driving for dollars. You know what I mean? So I'm about to have a class. I'm like, hey, everybody pull out your phones. They're like, what? Pull out your phones? Yeah, no, go ahead and send you a link. Download this Driving for Dollars app. You know what I mean? And then I'm just gonna tell them like, hey, your homework assignment for this week is each and every last one of you guys go find 10 distressed properties. Load them all up on the app, and if you bring a deal that ends up closing, I'll pay you $1,000 for it. You know what that would do to a fucking junior high school kid?
Right. I mean, bro, $1,000 is a lot to a kid like that.
And what is that for me?
Nothing.
But do you think I would have their attention in class? You know what I mean? They go ahead and they do that list. The next, we're in class. Hey, we're going to do a little round table, man. We all going to take a cold call. We're going to hop on this dialer. We're going to talk about it, and we'll analyze the call.
Right. Well,
how dope is that?
I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to teach an actual entrepreneurship class.
Right? Like, I think that would be so dope. We're analyzing the call. Okay, where did they mess up at? Oh, well, when they were talking, they were actually getting into some of the motivation, but then he skipped over it because he asked what the price was. He should have dug deeper in there. Right? Like how dope? Like, can you imagine the conversations in the class about that?
So Texas State is like one of the only schools that offers like a sales degree.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they my friend is like number one in dish sales in the country. Like he's like every year is like number 1 to number 3 at door-to-door dish sales. Mm-hmm. And he goes down to Texas State and recruits his ass off every year because they have an actual sales degree. Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
It's amazing, bro.
Bro, that's a degree. Like if my kid's going to college, like, and you want to go get a sales degree, and you can make bank while learning. It translates
to everything, dude.
I would pay for that. That's college I'm behind.
Having someone go in there and like kids learning about different I forgot the name for it, but your aggressive sellers, your people, who are more analytical,
urgency,
all those things. Can you imagine kids learning that shit at a young age? And they're definitely ready to do that at a junior high level.
Yeah,
because kids are really good at communicating, to be honest with you, sometimes. Yeah. But being able to really analyze like who they are, personality trait wise, how to best communicate with others who have a different type of personality. This person's a lot more aggressive. They may self-internalize that, but think about if we taught them how to recognize it and what typically works for a more aggressive person.
Bro, 100%. Now, I would go back and I would teach like an entrepreneurship class at high school.
Yeah, I go sub if I could do something like that.
I'd teach like an entrepreneurship class and be the wildest shit all these kids.
And then document it, bro. Document subbing in a class for say 2 months.
And I'd make them all start an actual business too. I'm like, no, like we're gonna go out and make some fucking money. Like we're not doing this shit in theoreticals. Like no, we're doing some shit.
We all gonna have some off-whites up in here,
bro. It's 2022. You can go online and make money. Like you can do it.
Yeah.
I would want the one thing I want to do. I want to be able to fund young entrepreneur startups. Yeah. Like I'm talking like high school kids.
I think Travis Kelce does something similar. I don't know if he funds it, but I know he has like a big old like shop.
Like so, I'm gonna fund my cousin wants to sell crystals. I'm gonna like rocks, like so stuff like this. This is my money.
You've been selling rocks for years,
right? But like she wants to do it on Etsy. Yeah, she has an entire business plan, and I brought her to my mastermind. This will be a good segue. So I was like, she got in trouble for selling weed at school.
Okay,
I was like, you know about money.
You got a skill. Okay, you got a skill. All right.
Like her parents and like if my family found out, they'd be like, oh my God, what? Blah, blah, blah. Like all the fucking Mormons, right? Like, oh my goodness.
You chose the wrong product. You're right.
I was like, all you did was just choose the wrong product. Yeah. I'm so fucking proud of you for understanding how money works.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, so you're going to come with me to my mastermind and you're going to sit there for 2 days.
Yeah.
And you're going to listen to everything. And so I brought her there and I was like, Aaliyah, go do this. Aaliyah, go do that. Aaliyah, what was your biggest takeaway? All right, here's your notes. And then the day before that, we had to go like get some stuff for the mastermind. She listened to me on a podcast that had to go on. And we sat up and we like came up with a business plan for her. I was all right, dude. She was like, well, I'm working at Little Caesars and I make like $500 a month. I was like, fuck that. She makes like $10 an hour. I was like, you need to quit that job right now.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not doing that shit. Like, and she was only making $500 selling weed. That's what made me really mad. was like, you're gonna fucking do
something.
something.
You're gonna do some shit.
I was like, you're gonna
How
do
you gonna be
some
the
shit.
small fish?
I was like, bro,
You
if
know
you're
what I
gonna do some shit, like, let's fucking do something.
Yeah.
But so now, like, okay, we're gonna help her start a rock business. My mom helped her like create her whole like logo and everything else, and then I'm gonna fund it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna show, and I think she's gonna get into crypto because she was listening about crypto at the mastermind. All of that shit. That was that's a legitimate passion project to me. Like, oh, okay, I can help her, and she's gonna make more money than she's ever imagined. To where, like, if I had
How old is she?
She is 16.
Wow.
If I had me when I was 16, right now I was just kind of like just fucking off, whatever. Like, she's an amazing kid. She's so smart. Like, she's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
But if I can help her do that, bro, like 2 years. Okay, so she starts entrepreneurship this year. This is my 4th year in entrepreneurship. In reality, if I'm programmed into her what I know,
by the time she's 20,
she's making millions. She's shitting on me.
Yeah,
like that's something I'm passionate about. Like, so how can we go in and like help kids start businesses, teach them all the skills they need? Because like that, I don't think school really does.
It doesn't teach. No, it doesn't teach.
And like history and science are amazing. You need to know those things.
They're important things to know, kind of like where we've come from. But are we trying to repeat that process, or are we trying to grow?
Well, and you're not trying to learn how to be an employee.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're just teaching them things to be able to kind of fit in, really. You know what I mean? Like, school teaches you how to have the same base point of knowledge that everyone else does, so you don't necessarily stick out. You kind of just blend in with everybody. We all know the same type of shit, which ain't shit, right? We all know the same type of shit.
And you memorize shit, like, where, again, like, bro, if you need to know something, Google it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know your times tables. I'm like, okay, dude, fucking pull your calculator.
Show your work. Shit, for what?
What?
Yeah.
For what? Like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, you can do it several different ways. But yeah, so that's one thing I feel like I am really.
So, like, is it cheating, to get on the internet and look for the answer?
No, bro. Like, in business, you're supposed to fucking collaborate anyways as a team.
So, like
let's really get this problem solved.
Think about what we actually teach kids when it comes to, like, some of these tests, and like, they stress out about having to know or retain certain knowledge because you're gonna need it at some point. It's so important to like ingrain this in your brain. Like, you need to know this for whenever someone just calls it out from you.
When in God's name is someone gonna want to know who the 23rd president of the United States is? And I think it's good to get educated on history, but memorizing that does not serve my children. No. They need to know about them and everything else. But when it comes for specific knowledge, everybody used to buy those fucking mass encyclopedia sets. Yeah. But you just need this motherfucker right here. I got two of them.
You just got to fucking know where to go look for that information.
You got to know where to